Acompanhe aí, gente, mais um filme de faroeste branco e preto de boa qualidade, com a fotografia ainda hoje de excelente qualidade. E veja também sobre a vida de Rex Allen e seu cavalo Coco. Acompanhe aí, gente. Pesquisem, tenho informações para vocês abaixo e pesquise também pela internet, ok? Um abraço, vamos lá!
Sure helped this country.
Sure dry. Help that old cow, too. Mind if we water the horses? They're a little dry.
I don't, but Mr. Tasker does. This is private property. He owns all this water, so move on.
Pleasant sort of a fella, isn't he?
Hey, Rex, who's the statue?
A fella named Byron Tasker started this town years ago. Order me some ham and eggs over easy, will you? I want to get this poster up.
I'm going to eat them if you don't hurry.
What do you think you're doing, knucklehead?
Just testing my little old divining rod. Every time I get her around water, I just can't hold her. See?
Give me a hand.
Hey, wait a minute, you guys. Let's talk this thing over.
Couple of you guys, get up here.
Be reasonable now.
Hey.
Who was that man, Barney? He just came in and took sides of that loony water finder, Mr. Tasker. I don't know who he was.
We better find out.
Don't ask me, I just got here myself. Thanks for catching my horses. Hey, what's your handle?
Rex Allen.
Just call me Slim.
Who are those fellas that run you out of town?
All them mangy coyotes. Thought I'd find water, that's what.
With a fork and stick?
Well, my granddad used to. But in case that don't work, I got some underground water maps and some geology books and...
I heard there was a shortage of water here in the valley. Who'd want to stop you from finding any?
Tasker, that's who. Got a big artesian well on the far side of town. Enough water to supply the whole valley, but he ain't supplying it.
I saw a statue of him in town. He don't look like the
They
kind
don't put up statues to live men. Old Byron Tasker was a fine man. He's gone now, and his no-good son Russ took over. Boosted the water rates, the ranchers had to pay him their last cent. When they couldn't pay anymore.
Well, he cut off their water supply, and now them ranchers is dying a slow death.
Looks like Russ Tasker wants control of this valley. But why?
I'll be hanged if I know why he's trying to drive us out. Land ain't so valuable.
All I know is that I come here to help them ranchers and try to make a little money for myself. Say, what brings you here, Rex?
Not the same thing that brought you here, Slim. Water shortage.
You ain't competition, are you?
No. I'm on a cattle buying trip for the Cooperative Cattlemen's Association. We heard there was a drought down here and the ranchers was forced to sell out. So we decided we'd buy up a few of them, see if we could fatten them for market.
You better buy my herd fast while they're still alive.
Well, don't get excited about those boys. They came along with me to help me with the cattle.
It's going to be a little unhealthy for you around town after what just happened.
Why don't you stay here? Plenty of room in the bunkhouse. I can show you my herd in the morning.
I might take you up on that, Mr.
Shaver. Lem Shaver.
Say, that reminds me. How about renting your barn for a cattle buying rally?
Sure. Glad to have you. That's your wagon?
Uh-huh. It looks like I got a little fixing to do.
Well, you better start in the barn first.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Tasker? There they are, down at Lem Schaefer's place. All we got to do is
Wait
ride
a minute. You want to spoil everything? The ranchers are starting to move out already. That land's as good as mine right now, Barney. It isn't just the land. See that point there, the end of the valley? Pretty soon there'll be a dam there. The water I control will flood the valley to make power for that dam. To make electricity. That's why I've got to have that valley. I'll light up the cities beyond, the cities to come. And they'll pay and pay and pay. Anything I want to charge. Power, Barney, that's the word. Power for those cities, it'll mean power for me through the money I'll make. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I became the wealthiest man in the West.
Sounds great, Mr. Tasker. It's a good thing your father's dead. If he heard you talk like that, why, he'd...
Shut up! He was too soft, Barney. He was too soft. To get along today, you gotta be hard. Just keep an eye on those cowpunchers.
They say that a cowboy lives lazy and long,
hanging round campfires and singing this song. Now you can believe me, that don't mean a thing. When I'm through at night, I'm just too tired to sing. Ooh, a cowboy's living is far from the best. Ooh, don't get me wrong, for I still love the West. They gave him a pinto and said, learn to ride. He jumped on that pony and oh, how he tried.
He started to bucking and jumping around. It's now been 8 years and I still can't sit down.
Ooh, a cowboy's living is far from the best. Ooh, but don't get me wrong, for I still love the West. On Saturday night I dressed up like a dude, and I go out a-courtin', I'm just in the mood. When we get to town I meet up with my pal.
He borrows my money and runs off with my gal.
Ooh, a cowboy's living is far from the best. Ooh, don't get me wrong, for I still love the West.
Lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh,
don't get me wrong, for I still love the West.
Slim, the shells?
Sure, that's the best part.
Morning, Mr. Schaefer. Sit down and have some breakfast.
Thanks. As soon as you're finished, I'll take you out and show you the stock.
How big is your herd?
Just 10 head left. Cattle don't thrive very well without water and feed.
Stay here, Jim.
No use looking at me like that, Pa. We ain't had meat at the table in so long that
But that steer belongs to Lim Shaver. You know that. Come here.
I can't stop now.
I said come here.
I ain't gonna do it. These steers will die from thirst anyway. I know it ain't right to kill someone else's stock, Pa. But it ain't right for you and me to starve, neither. And the General, too.
It's hard to believe we'd come to this, Johnny. After all we've had. If Sue ever hears of this...
She'll never know, Pa. Did you get the water?
In the barrels. That's wrong, too. Finding a water hole and not telling all of our neighbors about it.
There's hardly enough for us, Pa. Besides, if Tasker knew where I found it, he'd make sure that nobody in the valley ever had any water.
Listen. That might be Lim Shaver. Where's your horse?
In the draw. Get it. Come on, Tina, let's go.
Well, here they are.
I only count 9 head, Lem. You think one of them might have strayed off?
I don't know.
Look around, boys, and see if you can find that other steer. How's $40 a head sound to you?
$40? I never expected that much, Alan.
10 head, $40, $400. I'll have the company mail you a check tomorrow.
Hey, Rex, over here. Gee, steak, but a little on the rare side for me.
That's my brand.
Just been butchered. I thought I saw somebody right away when we came in.
I guess you'll only have to pay me for 9 head now instead of 10, Alan.
You get paid for 10, Lem. George, get the boys. Right.
I'll get the sheriff. I think I know who did this.
Lem, you come with me.
It's Johnny Becker and his father. Look, they got a pack horse with them. What's that tied on that pack horse? Kegs?
Yeah, it looks like it. Better find out what that horse is packing. Don't go for that gun.
What do you want now?
It's not very neighborly of you running away like that, Matt. Thought maybe we could help you with a load, eh, boys?
We don't need your help, Tasker.
Snappy little squirt you got there, Matt. See what they're trying to hide.
Well, what do you know? Meat. Fresh kill.
Fresh kill, eh?
I think you should invite us to dinner, eh, boss?
See what's in those kegs.
Water. Clear and still cold.
You have no right to do that. That water was ours.
I'll get you some more.
Just tell me where you found it.
It was rainwater.
Oh, rainwater, eh? Hasn't rained in months, Johnny. Little boys shouldn't tell lies, you know.
Come on,
Come on, Slim. The shots came from over there.
Get off our property, Tasker!
Well, Dave, just tell us where you found the water. Rush the house. Barney, we gotta get them before they tell anybody where they found that water.
Hold it! You over there, don't move.
Somebody's on our side.
He's the one that tried to stop us from running this loony water finder out of town.
That's enough out of you, Buster. Took the 4 of you to do it, too. Rex, this is Tasker, the one they didn't build that statue for.
Looks like you and I got off to a bad start, Mr. Tasker. What's all the shooting about?
I don't know who you are, stranger. You think it's your business to meddle in other people's affairs? Johnny Becker rustled the cow and he butchered it.
Butchered it? Hey, Rex, that's the boy we're looking for.
He should be made to answer for it.
I'll go along with you on that, but I don't think bullets are going to prove anything. Come on out, Johnny! I'll see that you get a square deal. Put that down. Who is it, Slim?
Her name's Sue. Her and young Becker are sweet on each other. In fact, they're sweethearts. Ah, love.
Say you'll get Johnny a square deal. Thanks, mister. But nobody gets a square deal with Tasker around.
That's not true. I only want to see justice done.
We need help. They shot Johnny's pa.
We didn't shoot anybody.
Oh, I know they did. And now they want Johnny because he found water. And Mr. Tasker wants to know where. He's trying to starve out all the ranchers so he can take over the whole valley.
Well, this land's gone alkali. It isn't worth the trouble.
Then what do you want with it?
I don't want it. I raised my water rates because my costs have gone way up. All I want is to run my business at a fair profit. Now, is anything wrong in that?
A water company with no customers don't make any profit. Why don't you sit down with the ranchers and make a deal with them?
We've tried that. But he won't even listen to us.
I don't know why I have to stand here and discuss this any further. Let's get there.
No, please!
Wait a minute. Here comes the sheriff. We'll let him take care of the kid.
Where's Johnny Becker?
He's in that house. Arrest him.
Sheriff, there seems to be more to this than just a butchered steer.
You mean the water situation, stranger? There's nothing I can do about it. It's on Tasker's private property. Come on.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. If Johnny did this, he must have had a reason. He wouldn't steal.
Sheriff, that is my steer he butchered, and I'm not pressing charges.
That's right, Sheriff. I sold it to him.
That's all very well, but this isn't the first year that young Becker's stolen and butchered. I've got to take him in.
Don't come any closer, Sheriff. I'm warning you. You got just 30 seconds, Johnny. Then we're coming in after you.
Get out the back way. I'll hold him off.
I'm not going, Pa. Not while you like that.
That's why you've got to get away. Go on out through the cellar. They don't want me. I'll be all right.
I'm not going, Pa.
You've got to. I'll hold him till you're in the clear. Then I'll give myself up. They'll send for a doctor and he'll fix me up just fine. Go on, son.
You take care of Pa. Don't let him follow me.
Johnny.
Yes, Pa.
Do me a favor before you go, will you?
Anything, Pa.
We haven't shown much affection for each other since you've grown up. Will you give me just a little smooch like you used to do when you was a baby? Go on, son.
You stay there, General.
I'm warning you.
This is self-defense. What do you want us to do, stand in and be killed? All right, boys, move in. Wait a minute, Tasker. Johnny, your 30 seconds are up. Come on out. All right, move in.
Clem, get a doctor for Mr. Becker.
You bet.
Clem, take care of the girl.
There's nobody upstairs.
I'll check the back. You guys go around the side.
Johnny, listen to me. You're not taking me in. Johnny, listen to me.
No, I just want to talk to you.
Let me go, Mia.
Don't touch that gun. Stay where you are. I'm sorry, Johnny, but I had to stop you.
Johnny, where'd you find that water you had on that pack horse?
Please, Johnny. Mr. Allen wants to help us.
You'll tell me maybe we can help the ranchers end this water shortage.
It's hardly enough for one family. Just a little pool.
There may be more underneath. You'll tell me where it is.
Not while Tasker's around, mister. He'll stop you.
Johnny, you better come along with me. The sheriff wants you.
You're not taking him in. Get on your horse, Johnny, before the whole town comes after you.
Take care, Paul, will you, Sue?
You know I will. I'm sorry, mister. Johnny wouldn't have had a chance if you'd taken him in.
I don't know about that. He talked about his dad. You suppose he knows where the water is?
He might. I gotta get back to him.
I want to see Tasker.
He ain't in.
You wouldn't be fibbing just a little bit, would you?
Beat it.
Let him in, Barney.
Wise guy.
What's on your mind this time, Alan?
I want to show you something.
I get the newspapers.
It was your gun that killed him, Tasker, yours and your henchman. Just because you wanted to find out where his son Johnny found water.
I know where he got it. He stole it from me, right from here. Now that makes the kid a thief. And I think his father deserved to be killed for helping him get away.
You hold human life pretty cheap, don't you? Shut off the water and let them die. That's all right with you, isn't it?
If they don't like it, let them go where there is water.
You must want this valley pretty bad. You must have a good reason. I've checked, and there's no gold, no silver, no oil, and it's only fair grazing land when it's irrigated. What do you want with it?
What right have you got to cross-examine me? I'm running my business in a perfectly legal way. And you stay out of it, you hear me? Get him off the place.
Okay, Mr. Tasker.
Shall we start a little scuffle, Rex?
That'll probably come later.
Come on.
You can't do nothing with a land-hungry, gun-law tyrant like that. You might just as well set up our cattle buying rally, make our deals, and get it. And I'll go with you.
We're not leaving yet, Slim. Tasker's got something up his sleeve, something big.
Yeah, but he won't talk. You saw what happened in there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to try to bluff it out of him. First, we got to find out where Johnny found that water.
There's no water around here.
No, we couldn't find a drop anywhere.
Here comes Rex and Sue.
Any luck?
None at all. I don't think we'll ever find that water hole, Rex. If Johnny had only told us.
I wonder where Slim is. Anybody seen him?
I saw him headed toward the ridge with his divining rod.
Let's see if we can find him.
All right.
Water. Milk. We're gonna be friends. Hold on now. See? I'm just like one of the family. Hold on there now. Get out of here, you fugitive from a butcher shop before somebody gets hurt. Ha! Shoot now! There's a nail in this darling! Get me out of here! This darn thing ain't got any bottom! If I get killed and die, I'm heading in the wrong direction and I'm too young to go to...
Water hole!
Hi, Rex. You better lower the lifeboats.
There's an entrance to the cave right over there. This was covered up to keep the livestock from falling in. Come on.
Come on in, Rex. The water's fine. Look at
Well, you better get out of there. That might be somebody's drinking water.
Well, we sure found it.
All right, you found it.
Johnny.
Now what are you going to do about it? Hiya, General. Don't come any closer, Sue. Throw your guns down, everybody. Tasker's not going to find out about this. Not if I have to keep every one of you here forever.
Be reasonable, Johnny.
I found this water. It's mine, and Pa's.
Johnny, there's...
Don't come any closer, Sue.
But there's something I've got to tell you.
What is it? How's Paul? Did the doctor come?
Yes, he came.
What did he say?
He said...
Well, tell me, what did he say?
He said there was nothing he could do for your pa. Your pa passed away last night.
That rotten doctor.
It wasn't his fault, Johnny. Your pa was dead when he got there.
Tasker did it. We're through now. What good is anything with Paul gone? What's the use of fighting anymore? Come on, General, let's get out of here.
Oh, please, let him go.
Hold it, boys. I guess he hasn't done anything to us. We get all the ranchers together over at Lem Schaefer's barn for the cattle rally. Now that we found this water, I'm ready to pull that bluff on Tasker.
Now you're showing some sense.
Come on, let's get out of here.
That was Mr. Becker's favorite song, Rick.
I know. I asked him to play it.
Sunshine came along with thee, and swallows in the air. As the blackbird in the spring, 'neath the willow tree, sat and piped, I heard him sing, singing orally, 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 made of golden hair. Sunshine came along with thee, and swallows in the air. On her cheek the rose was born, there was music when she spake. In her eyes the rays of morn, sudden splendor break. Orally, orally, made of golden hair. Sunshine came along with thee, and swallows in the air.
You didn't invite him here.
I didn't have to. I knew he'd be around to see what was going on.
That's correct, Alan. I came here only to see that the ranchers get a fair price for their stock, so that they'll have money to leave the valley. Now go ahead with your meeting.
They may not have to sell their cattle after all. They found water.
Yeah, 'twas me and my little old divining stick.
Enough so they may never have to buy another drop from you at any price.
All right. If they found water, there's nothing I can do to stop them from using it.
Won't be easy. They've got to build a pipeline. But they're capable of it, and if they do, they'll put you out of business. Why don't you get smart, Tasker, and make a reasonable deal with them right now?
I told you. I won't operate at a loss.
All right. That's the way you feel about it. Can you get some tank wagons together?
Sure. Must be 20 or 30 in the valley.
With that many wagons, we can haul enough water to take care of everybody.
Now, wait a minute. If you really did find water, Alan, maybe we can work something out.
It'll have to be right now. Thirsty cattle can't wait.
All right. I'll have my man turn the water on. In the meantime, we can start talking about a deal.
You're a liar, Tasker. That's for nothing. Now, everybody, up with your hands. And don't move, and nobody will get hurt. Now get his guns, Sue. Atta girl. Now get away from them doors! All right.
Do what he says. What are you going to do? You can't shoot me in cold blood.
I don't intend to. I'm going to give you the chance that you didn't give my dad. All right, right, Sue, count to 3.
No, John, it'll be the same as murder.
All right, I will. 1,
I won't let
2.
you do it. Johnny, no, Johnny, I won't let you do it. No, stop it. You're crazy. Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be married to a murderer. Now get out of here, please.
All right, Sue, if that's the way you feel about it.
Now we gotta move fast. First, see that the sheriff gets Johnny Becker. Then we'll take care of Allen.
But what if they weren't bluffing and did find water?
If they try to bring it in, we'll be ready for them.
What are you going to do now, Sheriff? He's got enough start to lose us, but he won't be able to lose his grog. Go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead. Go ahead, Johnny.
The General, he'll trail Johnny.
Yes, I know it. That crazy young fool, he sure threw a monkey wrench in our machinery. Tasker will never give us any water now.
I don't think he ever intended to. Get those tank wagons together, will you?
Sure.
There's not enough water in that cave to do anybody any good.
There's plenty of it underground. Get those men together and start digging. I'll be back as quick as I can.
I know you didn't mean to bring him to me, General. You didn't know. Come on, boy.
We got him for sure this time, Mr. Tasker. He'll never be able to escape on foot.
Give us a hand.
Go on, help him, Tasker.
Don't be a fool, boss.
What's the matter with you, you yeller?
Come on, Slim, let's give those boys a hand. I don't think he'll shoot us.
You don't think he'll shoot us? Boy, what a beautiful target I make. Why didn't I quit growing when I was 2 years old? I could feel that hot lead hitting my little pink body and the blood trickling out. The croaker are coming and they wrap me in my blanket and they beat me to death with that shovel as they bury me.
He's a killer, Allen.
I don't think so, Sheriff. You know what a dead shot he is. If he hadn't been aiming at your arm, he'd have killed both of you.
You may be right, but we'll never take him alive now.
I might be able to talk him into giving himself up. He promised me that Tasker and his men wouldn't shoot him down before he come to trial.
Tasker, you call off your men. If there's one shot out of any of you, I'll hold you responsible. Go ahead, Allen.
Here, Slim.
Hey, Rex, who's your next of kin?
You are.
Me? I should sure say it, but it looks like I got me a good gun and a doggone good horse and saddle.
Go back! Go back, Rex! I don't have to shoot you!
I'll put that away for you, Mr. Tasker. You know, out of sight, out of mind.
Go back! Go back!
Don't do it, Johnny. Don't do it, Johnny.
You'll never get out of here on foot, Johnny. There's a lot of men down there. They're gonna get you.
I know that. I'm gonna fight it out up here. Go on down and tell Mr. Tasker to come up and get me.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Johnny. Because the sheriff said you'd get a fair trial. I'd be willing to stay here and see that you got it. All those guns down there are pointed right at you. They're gonna kill you, Johnny. I'd have to take your body back to Sue. What would I tell her? She's a fine girl, Johnny, and she loves you. Think about it. Think about Sue.
I guess you're right, Rex. I could never get away from him on foot.
Come on, climb up behind me.
They've been up there too darn long. I'm going up and see what happened.
I better go with you.
Come on, General, let's get out of here.
Hey, Rex! Rex! Where are you?
What happened?
Where's that kid?
I guess the sheriff was about half right when he said he was a killer. He was coming down with me and changed his mind. Where's Coco?
He must have taken him. Get back to your horses and see if you can pick up that trail.
Arrest this man. What are you talking about?
The whole thing was a trick. He helped the kid at the barn. He helped him here again. They've been working together.
You're crazy. When I came up here,
Alan, isn't this Johnny's gun?
I guess so.
Looks like you're guilty of helping a criminal escape. You're under arrest. Go on.
Hello, Sheriff. Could we see Rex Allen a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks. Boy, we're sure in a mess now. The boys dug and dug till dark, and there still ain't a shirt tail full of water in that hole.
And the ranchers are getting their wagons ready to haul water in the morning. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Clem, didn't you say you had some maps on underground water and some geology books?
Yeah, out in the wagon.
Go get them, will you?
Sure.
Sue, look. If Tasker's well is right up here, then he's getting his water from an underground lake right under it. And now the cave that Johnny found is down here. It's possible that the water in that cave is just a seepage from this underground lake. If we could find a way to increase the flow of water down to this cave, we'd have enough water to fill the tank wagons. You're not listening.
I guess I'm not, Rex.
Johnny,
What he did was in self-defense.
your being loyal to Johnny is fine, but he'd get along a lot better if he'd listen to reason.
Maybe I can make him listen tonight.
What's ailing her? Here they are, Rex.
You read through a couple of them.
Who, me? I can't read. Not without my spectacles. I'll just wait for you outside.
General.
I was afraid I might not find you here.
This place has lots of pleasant memories, Johnny. I remember once under that tree when you... No, Johnny. We can't go on like this. Not anymore. Not unless you give your...
I'm not going to give myself up, Sue. I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
Paul gone and the law after me. Now you telling me we can't go on. Nothing I can do but go away.
Run away, you mean. And after all you've done to Rex, who tried to help you.
What happened to Rex?
He's in jail, Johnny, and all because of you.
Sorry, Sue.
Rex is a stranger, but he's not going to run away. And not just because he's locked in a cell either. He's still going to find a way to beat Tasker. Sitting there going over maps and books.
Sue, you can't understand it. It's hopeless.
Nothing's hopeless, Johnny. Only a man who runs away.
Down in the valley so low.
Hang your head over, hear the train blow. Hear the train blow, love, hear the train blow. Hang your head over, hear the train blow. Write me a letter, send it by mail. Send it in care of Taskerville Jail. Taskerville Jailhouse, Taskerville Jail. Send it in care of Taskerville Jail. Down in the jailhouse, down on my knees, praying to heaven, give my heart ease.
I'm sick and tired, boys, plumb to the core.
Please let Rex find what he's looking for. Taskerville Jailhouse, Taskerville Jail. Send it in care of Taskerville Jail.
Hey, Slim, here comes the sheriff.
Good evening, Sheriff.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Good evening.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, it's a little present for Rex. It's his birthday, ain't it, boys?
That's right.
I whipped it up with my own little hands, and it's light as a feather, too. The deputy wouldn't let us give it to him till you showed up.
Not bad, not bad. Go ahead, let him cut it.
Wrong recipe, eh, Sheriff?
I'd lock you up.
Who, me?
Drop your gun, Sheriff. Hey, shut up, I'm doing the talking. I don't want to get myself shot before I can explain why I'm here. I'm giving myself up. On one condition. Let Rex Allen out.
I can't turn him loose. He's charged with a crime.
All right, I can. Move. Throw me them keys. I'll hold them off, Rex. You get a good head start.
Just a minute, Allen. This is only gonna go tougher on you.
I know that. But I found something in this book that may be important to everybody, and getting Tasker's the main thing now. I'm going to be out 24 hours, and I'll be back. You've got my word for it. Come on, Johnny.
But, Rex, I came to give myself up.
I know that. You can give yourself up anytime. Take these boys in and tie them up. We won't need them for a while.
I'll bake you a cake, Sheriff, if I get the time.
Any dynamite in that wagon of yours?
Plenty of it. The rig's over at Lem Schaefer's place.
Well, let's go get it.
I want to return your horse, Rex. He's out back.
Thanks. Here, Slim. This liquor will keep it dry. Wrap it up. Take a look at the sketch in this book. In the above drawing, the student will notice that if water seepage is found below a known underground lake, there's an earth fault indicated. To produce more water at the seepage point, an explosion above the ground will sometimes open the bottom of the lake and allow the water to drain through the fault to the seepage point.
That fits our problem perfectly, Rex.
It does if we can get this dynamite past Tasker's guards. Boys, tell the ranchers to get those tank wagons down at the cave right away. You better stick with us, Johnny.
Be careful, Rex. It's getting daylight. The sun will be coming up.
Where are we gonna blast, Rex?
Out in the reservoir as soon as we get time. Hey, what's this? It's a blueprint of Tasker's whole plan. He wants to get control of the valley so he can flood it and build a dam for electric power right here.
It was Rex Allen, boss. He blew the bottom out of the reservoir. They jumped us from the office.
The office? You probably saw the blueprint. He knows about the dam.
Look, boss, the reservoir's going down fast.
There's a fault under the valley. We've known about it for years. That blast shook it loose. That water's probably bubbling up someplace else.
That must be where Allen told the ranchers to take the tank wagons.
We gotta stop Allen before he tells anyone else about this dam.
We gotta work fast. He's got a long start on us.
Wait a minute. We can do the whole job at once. You stop those wagons, kill Allen and every one of those ranchers. Now round up our men, throw some oil drums on a wagon, and hurry.
Anything happen here yet?
What'd you expect, a miracle? I never thought you'd pull a trick like this, Allen. Getting up our hopes and then bringing us out here for a skilletful of water. We're through now, all of us. There ain't a steer that'll live through another day unless we get him something to drink.
I guess we had it figured wrong. Maybe we should have blasted here, Slim. Have you got any more dynamite?
Not in the front of the wagon.
Let's get it.
There she is, boys! Get those tank wagons loaded before Tasker gets here and stops us. Let's go!
She's full, boys.
All right, break it up. Let's get out of here.
Come on! Yeah!
Give Slim a hand, will you?
Right.
Never mind, he's dead.
Wonder how old Johnny's doing at that there court trial. You know, General, I got a good suggestion to make to this town. Instead of them repairing that old busted statue down there, they ought to just build a new one for me. After all, I was the one that discovered all that there water for them ranchers.
Here he comes.
What happened? Tasker's henchman will be behind bars for a long time.
Well, they've had it coming. How about Johnny?
Well, they give him life.
Oh, no.
With suit.
Hey, they're moving.
Hey, I want to hear it.
Hey, wait a minute. Give him a break. Give him a break. Boy, give him a break.
Spoiling the whole thing.
What's the matter, boy? Your nose out of joint?
Looks like someone else is in love.
The General's a man's dog, Rex. I don't think he'd be happy with a woman around the house. I'd like to give him to you for all you've done for me.
What do you say, General? You got a deal. Boys, we got to buy some cattle somewhere. Where's Slim? I want to tell him goodbye.
He's down the street.
Hi, Rexy boy. When they build that there statue to me, I'm gonna have something that old Byron Tasker never had.
What's that, Slim?
A fountain.